introduce you to Bill Rawlings' 6 Stages of Friendship. Bill Rawlings is an achieved professor at Ohio University who has mastered the art of communication and is also an author of many books such as Friendship Matters, Communication, Dialectics, and the Life Course, which was selected as an outstanding academic book in 1993 by the editors of Choice. This information can be found online at www.ohiocomstudies.com. The friendship model is Bill Rawlings' own theories on how a friendship works, and the goal today is for us to understand it. There are 6 stages to the model, and the role-limited interaction and friendly relations being the first step, followed by moving towards friendship and the nascent friendship being the intermediate stages, and stabilized and waning friendship being the 2 very different end stages. According to Bill Rawlings' 6 stages, the first step to friendship is called the role-limited interaction. This is when we meet someone and we may become friends or acquaintances, but since you don't see each other very often, it's difficult to establish a bond. We are most likely to act politely and use scripts when conversing, but we don't have enough personal knowledge to communicate. Step 2 in the model is called friendly relations. At this point, you will start small talk, you will determine interests, hobbies, and see how they are responding. This is also where you determine if you would want to be friends or not. This step follows closely after the role-limited interaction step, but the third step may not occur depending on if you decided to become friends or not. Assuming you have moved past step 2, you're finally moving towards friendship, which is step 3. You have decided to make friends, and now it's time to disclose some personal information about yourself. In conversing honestly and openly, you will be able to see the real person, and you will start meeting the person outside of the original place you have met, such as school or work. After you have met up a few times, you have taken step 4. This is the nascent friendship step. You will be meeting up for more activities more frequently, and you'll both start acting more personable. You may also notice patterns emerging in communication and relationships, or in your friendship. You might also make some friendship rules. This is probably the peak when you do the most things, which leads to the end steps. Step 5 in Bill Rawlings' relationship model is the stabilized friendship step. The thing that sets this stage apart from the rest is the amount of trust that has been established between the 2 friends. With trust, there also comes some expectations. Your friend will trust to expect you to do the right thing when needed. There is consistent interaction between you now, and you can talk about anything, and that is what characterizes a best friend. There can also be a negative side to this, though. This is the waning friendships, which is step 6. Usually for step 6 to happen, there must be some sort of breach in trust, or in the relationship rule must have been broken. This takes its toll on communication, and the 2 will only communicate when absolutely necessary. Now let's briefly review the friendship model. Step 1, role-limited interaction. Step 2, friendly relations. Step 3, moving toward friendship. Step 4, nascent friendship. Step 5, stabilized friendship. And step 6, waning friendship. Many of us have relationships under all 6 categories, and that is because relationships can change depending on how much time we spend together, how much we talk, and how much trust exists between. So that is Professor Bill Rawlings' 6 stages on friendship, and I hope you can relate this to your own life somehow. Thank you very much.